Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. I hope you're all doing really well today. So what I'm going to be showing you today is this awesome Minecraft world that I've had on my PlayStation 4 for the past 3 years or so, and my friends and I have been building stuff on it. But what I'm going to be showing you on it is the epic mountain that I have spent 2 years terraforming and all that, building mines in, and we're still building mines in it, but I also built a giant railroad tunnel through it, and I'm also going to take you on a tour of some of the other epic things in this world as well, like my friend's airport, and then I'll also show you the railroads yards that I built and some of the other cool Wild West buildings that we have, because this is a Wild West world, so this is going to be pretty fun. Now, this mountain is complete with multiple desert oases. It's complete with a regular desert, and it's also complete with a red sand desert. There's probably geological terms for that. I'm not aware of any of them at the current time. Obviously, it has the railroad tunnel going straight through it, which is pretty dope. I built it in the fashion of the Moffat Tunnel in Colorado. There's also an abandoned mine in the mountain, and I'm hoping to be able to build more abandoned mines in the mountain very soon, because that's one of the reasons I built this mountain, is because I wanted to build a lot of abandoned mine shafts through it and all that, and hopefully we're going to build some aerial tramways and other mining buildings up on the mountain and below it too. There's a bunch of cacti all surrounding it as well. If you want to be able to skip to specific things in the video, like my builds and all that, there will be a timestamp below in the description for you to use. But also make sure to smash the like button and the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Please help me get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of February. I would really appreciate it. We put a lot of time into this channel and making these videos for you guys, and I do make Minecraft videos all the time. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so the very first thing that I will be showing you guys is this epic railroad line that I've built here on this world, and I think I built most of it in 2020 over the pandemic. So anyways, as you can see, we have free railroad tracks right here. This one is just a switch slash siding area for us to put a few extra cars if we need to. Then over here we have the main line right here, and as you can see, it closes up right over along the left side, I believe. So over here is the failed attempt at building a roundhouse. I might continue that at some point. We'll see. It's like I found building the round table part really hard, and I wanted it to be very big. So, but anyways, over here we have some of the freight cars that your trains would carry. We have a bunch of hoppers right here. This thing right here is a box car. It's not very good. I didn't know how else to build it because I was trying to build a lot of these without looking stuff up on the internet or anything like that. So here's our steam engine. We have two, and these are built to model the steam engines that the Denver and Rio Grande Railroad once used, and these steam engines can still be found on the Durango and Silverton and Cumbres and Toltec railroads, and that's actually what these coaches are modeled after as well. And we also have the caboose over here. There's not too much in the caboose or our coaches, but as you can see, you can go on here. There's a little ladder for you to grab onto, and also for the couplers, I used a piston and had it extend out to be able to do that, which I think is kind of cool. So then we're going to go into the caboose. As you can see, there's nothing really in here, sadly. You could put a table or like some chairs or something, but it's not too much room. But I guess that doesn't really affect them in real life. And also, for anybody wondering, yes, this is the Legacy edition of Minecraft. We're playing the Legacy PS4 edition right now and I've never transferred it to Bedrock because Bedrock plays very poorly on my PS4. I don't mind having less features. I have every single feature I need to be able to build this old West world, so I don't really care. But anyway, so in the coach, as you can see, we have a few chairs, and you just have chairs in every single coach, so nothing really special in them. But anyways, the next thing I'll show you is the water tank over here. I did not build this, actually. I think my friend did. I can't remember which one. Maybe Diedrich did, but it's really good, actually, I think. As you can see, you even have water going through it, which I think is pretty sick. And there's water in it. Look, there's water leaking out, and you got all the lanterns on it, which I think is sick. I mean, this looks pretty incredible. Next thing we'll show you is this other water tank, and this, I don't remember who built this either. Not as good as the other one though, unfortunately, but it's still not bad. He used gray banners to be able to build it, which is interesting. And we have a bunch of cacti over here, and you'll see a bunch of cacti over by our mountain over there in a few minutes there, so I think that's cool. You also have a stagecoach over here, and I believe Diedrich built this one. It's a Wells Fargo stagecoach, which is interesting. Just no capitals on on it. We have the wheels. The wheels are freaking massive, bro. But like, I think this Stagecoach is actually really well designed, if you ask me. This is so built to scale, bro. And it's just so accurate. Let's see. Do we have anything in here? Nope. Nope, sadly not. And then you could, of course, just sit in here. There's no chairs, unfortunately, or no way to get on here, really, unfortunately, but that is what it is. Here's a horse patch. I actually don't remember at all who built this. Then my friend Diedrich built this one, too. I know that. So this is a saloon, and we sell weed for idiots. Okay, so we'll go inside. As you can see, we have a few villagers in here smoking. So there's the weed. There's the weed there for you to get high. This guy looks kind of high, if I'm being honest with you. And then over here, we have all our potions available. I assume these are alcohol and drinks and all that, so that's fun. And then that's pretty much it for this building. I think it's really well designed. I wish these lights were on. Then over here, we have another thing that Diedrich built. This one is called Mr. Drippy. I have never heard of Mr. Drippy until seeing his build. I don't remember why he built this. I don't even know what Mr. Drippy is again. Then over here is the bank, which is pretty cool. So we can go in here. He built this one too, I believe. It's really well designed. All these things that he built on this world are really well designed. I miss him a ton. We have the shulker boxes for our storage devices over here, which is fascinating. So anyways, this is the railroad depot that I built. It's not that good, if I'm being honest with you. I probably could have done better. I didn't know how to build it. As you can see, we have our chairs. This is where your waiting lounge is. And then on here, we have some signs. 8:45 departure for Denver, arrives at 11. Ticket booth. I probably should add more signs about departures and arrivals just to make this more realistic. And we should probably add a villager here too. Just would have to hope he doesn't get through or anything. Because there is a door right here. And then back here, I should probably design this because there's nothing back here. This is probably one of the cooler builds on this world. And it was built by my friend Michael. And it's been built over the past 2 years or so because he actually doesn't own Minecraft. He lives in a different state than I do. So he visits me every once in a while. And usually when he's here, we'll play Minecraft. And this is one of his favorite things to work on because of his love for flying. He built this giant airport, which is pretty lit. And as you can see, it's not done, but that's because he only comes out like once a year. And I prefer not to touch it because it's his creation after all. So I don't know very much about airport designs. He's the one who knows all that, as you can see. Here's our pretty sick design. We have the scaffolding. We have our rails right here. This is like probably, I assume, something for luggage. There should be a little bit more lighting in here, honestly. There's some more rails right here. Either that or it's like like the escalator things. I forget what they're called. I'm not very high IQ, unfortunately. And then in here, I think this is supposed to be a subway of some kind. As you can see, it's not finished. It's supposed to go out here. Man, I want to finish this myself, kind of partially. Anyways, let's go over here, and here's another part of the subway. So same deal. Then here's our escalator. Let's just go up that. This must be where you submit your luggage to get put on a plane, or you get it off the plane. I don't know. I haven't been to an airport since like 2019, man. So he did a really good job on this whole area. Definitely looking forward to being able for him to come out next year and hopefully finish this design. Oh, and he also built a Starbucks here too. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if both of these are Starbucks or some other business. So oh wait, it says cold brew. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Okay. But anyways, over here, I think this is part of the subway that he designed, which is pretty dope. And he built a ton of beacons over here. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. And I probably spent way too much time covering this because you clicked on the video to watch mountain. So we'll get to the mountain now. But here's the rest of the terminals where the planes would launch. So all right, so now I will show you the thing that you guys clicked on the video for. And that is, of course, the giant mountain. So this is something that I've spent quite a long time making, obviously. I believe I started building it in like, I don't know, June or July of 2020. And the reason I started building it is because I thought it would be really cool to have this mountain with a railroad tunnel going through it, and not only that, but having abandoned mines built into it as well. And I've been doing this on and off. Sometimes I'll go months without touching this world, and other times I will play this world every day for a week. It all depends on how I'm feeling. I'm going to start off by showing you the outside. So as you can see, we have the railroad tunnel right here. This tunnel is built to model the entrance to the Moffat Tunnel. That is a railroad tunnel in Colorado. It's near Central City or so, I believe. And as you can see, I built the American flag on top of it. We only have one star on it though, sadly. As you can see, the tunnel goes back a ways. We built every single inch of the tunnel. It's super dark. I could probably use to light it up. What I think I might do at some point is build a train coming out of it. But there are already trains pretty close by. There's also a ton of cacti out here. As you can see, this is kind of an ongoing project, just placing cacti all around it to make the ambience really kick in. Then we also have this little hill over here, another one with American flag. Got another American flag over there. I don't remember why, but you can never have too many flags, right? I believe I started building this side first. Yeah, so this is the most cliffy side, if that's how you say it. I guess I don't know if that's a word, but oh well. We have a ton of cliffs right here, mainly because I built this to be super jagged, hard to get up, like a regular mountain would be. It doesn't look entirely realistic, but it still looks pretty cool. And then here's our desert on top. We'll get to that later. And you can also just hang out here on the top of a railroad tunnel like a hippie or something like that, because people do that, by the way. I mean, have you ever looked up train hopping? So here's more of our cliffs right here. This one, as you can see, it kind of retracts back in with a very clear side right here. We've got some patterns here. So the blocks that we used to make this are orange terracotta. We used regular terracotta, and then we used red terracotta as well. And we use them intermittently. You won't really see too many designs like this in the rest of the build, mainly because I opted to do more designs like this instead, just because I thought that looked prettier. And I thought that the regular terracotta was what would look best in the mountain. So anyways, over here, the mountain kind of builds up a little bit and then it just drops off. There's a little bit of a shelf right here, just roof chilling right here for anyone who needs it. As you can see, it's extremely hard to climb this mountain, so you're probably going to need some tools and stuff, and we're going to build more abandoned mine shafts into this mine, by the way. I think having a mine shaft like right there or something would look really good. We'll have to see. So then over here, we keep going. As you can see, it's super jagged on this side. The other side is not so jagged, but this side is very jagged. And this yellow terracotta simulates gold. I might remove that. I don't know. I think I should make it a little bit more rare, honestly, because like I said, we are building mines into this mountain, so that it simulates that people were once here mining, so why would they mine without getting the most obvious gold? This would make a really good rock climbing section if that was in Minecraft, that's for sure. I probably won't build the aerial tramway for the mine over here just because it is too much, but maybe on the other side we could make that work. Here's another cliff. I actually very vividly remember building this. This one was then over here. We have some more gold blocks. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is like the only gold block like anywhere it visible right here. So that's what we should do on the other sides. We have the second entrance to the railroad tunnel, and as you can see, it gets a little bit flat right here. To build the aerial tramway, I might need to flatten part of the mountain a little bit, or some of the shelves or something like that. So then, as you can see, I built this section of the mountain right here. We got some giant shelves just sticking up right here, kind of realistic, I think. And then we also have like some space in here for torches. Torches light this area up a little bit. Then over here is probably my favorite part of the mountain. We have part of the shelf that's just like chilling right here. We got the roof right here, and then we got a little bit of a cave section in here. So you can use this to get out of the rain, I guess, which is pretty dope. Man, I think I built this like back in July of 2022, so not too long ago. But then here's the other part of the mountain's walls right here. Actually, I think I might try to build the aerial tramway down on this area right here. So then here's the rest of the mountain. I personally like this side of the mountain the most. I think it fits really well. Then right here, we have one of the abandoned mine shafts that I was talking about. As you can see, you have this part, you have the little roof thing keeping the mountain up here, and I made it intentionally dark, so sorry, because you know most mines, they don't really have too much lighting in, but for our sake, I did add like some redstone torches just to keep it a little bit light. So as you can see, we have cobwebs, and we have another cobweb right here. So this is kind of like where another shaft would have been or something like that, or like where another digging would have been, but as you can see, it didn't go very far because they didn't find anything. Then here's where a collapse would have been. The gravel simulates collapse. And, here's a pretty big collapse right here. So this shaft would have gone back a little bit, but unfortunately it collapsed. So down here we have a mine shaft. As you can see, we have our ladder. It's kind of broken, so we have to be careful when going down. Here's the other tunnel right here, I should say. This one is probably the best tunnel I've made so far. I put some buttons in the wall, and if you're wondering why I did that, it's because in an abandoned mine, you can find drill holes in the side of the mine. Trust me, I've been in mines before. I don't encourage you to, but I've been in them. You'll find a lot of drill holes, and that's what the buttons are supposed to simulate, drill holes and all that. So as you can see, we have this was where another portal might have been, or tunnel part would have been. So as you can see right here, we have another wood thing holding up the mountain. This over here is another collapse right here. As you can see, somebody died in this collapse right here. Not too far off from what would happen in a mine. I mean, there would oftentimes be scenarios in which the mine would collapse and people would be stuck in there for days on end and die, suffocate, or just get killed by the debris. And I know a lot of people will just look at that and think it's creepy or funny, or like this build right here is funny since it's using a Minecraft build or something, but like it is meant to like portray real life to a degree, because there to this day there are abandoned mines where you could probably find remains of a human in. But over here is probably our biggest collapse yet. As you can see, we have some more wood holding it up. This is where the main tunnel totally collapses. Even the wood thing partially collapsed right here. As you can see, we just have part of the wood just fell into the floor, and then the other part was just consumed by gravel, which is interesting. There's even a minecart in here. And over here, I don't believe there's anything. No, there's nothing over there. Yeah, so that's the mine shaft right there. And I suppose I should take you guys on a tour of the inside of the mountain too, because the inside is actually gorgeous. So we're just going to break out in here, seal that off. As you can see, here's the tunnel inside the mine, and I think the inside is actually very criminally underrated. Everyone looks at the outside and thinks it's beautiful, because it is. But look at the inside of this mountain. Like, it is so hollow and it is so well lit up. Like, I spent a lot of time lighting this all up, and it, in my opinion, it looks gorgeous. And as you can see, we have a bunch of sand pieces that have fallen. So then over here we have the railroad tunnel. As you can see, I think this is pretty cool. I have random parts of it that are just sticking up, which is interesting. But that doesn't really matter, because you're not really usually going to be inside a mountain to be able to see it. I mean, that's not usually the way that works. I think this part is really cool. It kind of gives you like an inside representation of the mountain, and it's super pretty. It looks like a city at night, honestly. So now let me show you the deserts of the mountain. We have two deserts. We have the red sand desert, and we have the regular sand desert. We also have an oasis over here. I should probably build some trees along here just to make this look even better. But I think it looks pretty good so far too. As you can see, there's nothing built up here on the desert yet, but soon there will be. There will be buildings built on top of the mountain. So that will be pretty cool. And the buildings will all be mining stuff. Maybe we'll build a boarding house or a shaft house or something like that. All the buildings and mine shafts are going to be a work in progress. I'll just do them when I want. I don't know how many I want to build or what exactly I want to do. So maybe this would be a fun world to live stream building on sometime or something like that. That's pretty much all I wanted to show you for this world. So the mountain is all done, just not the stuff I wanted to build on top of it. But the mountain, in my opinion, I think it's pretty sick, and I think I did a really good job with it. So 2 years in the making, was a hell of a lot of work. Only God knows how many blocks I used to build this, and how many blocks will be used to build the accessories to the mountain and all that. So if you guys enjoyed, please do leave a like and subscribe. Also leave a comment about what your thoughts are. anything that you would like to see built in this world, or stuff like that. I do appreciate all the comments. I read them all. If you also have any suggestions for Minecraft videos you would like to see, do let me know, because I do need ideas and all that. But anyways, Happy New Year. I hope to see you all soon. I'll have an end of year recap about the channel available in the next few days, so make sure to check that out once it drops. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.